Frankie-Landau Banks at age 14, debate club, her father's bunny rabbit, a mildly geeky girl attending a highly competitive boarding school. Frankie-Landau Banks at age 15, a knockout figure, a sharp tongue, a chip on her shoulder, and a gorgeous new senior boyfriend, the supremely goofy, word-obsessed Matthew Livingston. Frankie-Landau Banks, no longer the girl to take no for an answer, especially when no means she's excluded from her boyfriend's all-male secret society, not when her ex-boyfriend shows up in the strangest of places, not when she knows she's smarter than all of them, not when she knows Matthew's lying to her, and when there are so many pranks to be done. Frankie-Landau Banks at age 16, possibly a criminal mastermind. This is the story of how she got that way. Hello, good afternoon and welcome to today's Kingston Library Teen Book Review. I'm Fran and today I'm going to be reviewing The Disreputable History of Frankie-Landau Banks by E. Lockhart. I've done a couple of E. Lockhart reviews already. I've reviewed Fly on the Wall and We Were Liars, which are both great books. However, I was really excited to be able to review this book because now we are reviewing books that are not necessarily available on our ebook apps because we are slowly reopening our library services, and we hope that soon you will be able to reserve or even enter a branch to collect books of your choice. We don't know exactly when that will be happening, but we hope it will be very soon. So we are now able to review any book we like, in the hopes that, you know, anyone who wants to read it will be able to get it in their local library pretty soon. So I am very excited to be able to talk about this book. It's definitely E. Lockhart's most underrated book. I think it's not very well known this side of the pond. I think I was lucky to be able to grab it, but there must be copies in the library, I assume. It's a very exciting story, and I think definitely one for any young feminists coming up to read it. I did just read the blurb for you, but the general plot is she is a young lady who goes to a very prestigious boarding school called Alabaster Academy. She comes from a very wealthy family. However, you know, when she was just sort of starting there, she was very quiet and shy. She was quite plain. She wasn't, you know, very popular or anything like that. However, she had a bit of a glamorous transformation over the summer and she began to develop, and so when she comes back for her next year of school, she's much more beautiful, has a much more developed figure, and so she gets a lot more attention from boys and just in general from the school. And she gets a boyfriend called Matthew who she's had a crush on forever. And at first Frankie thinks she's so happy because she is finally getting recognition. She, you know, she's a very intelligent person, and while she kind of is annoyed at the fact that her looks is what's now gaining her this attention, it means that she gets a boyfriend, she gets more friends, she gets a bit more respect around campus, so she's okay with it. However, she pretty much learns soon that her boyfriend and lots of other boys are part of an all-male secret society that's been going on at this school for generations. She finds out that her father was a part of it, and there's just this really prestigious club that only the boys can be in, and the idea being that once the boys graduate from this school, go off to university and then their careers, they've got this really strong brotherhood of you know, allies and friends who they can always, you know, call up. They've got these amazing connections later on in life, and this being a very prestigious school, almost everyone goes on to become doctors or lawyers or politicians or just very powerful people. So to be able to get out of this school and have all these amazing connections is, you know, really great opportunity. So when Frankie learns this, she's appalled that not only, you know, is it just a boys' club, but they don't let girls in. They keep it a secret. They don't let girls into this club by any means. And, you know, Frankie thinks she could probably just make an all-girls secret society, but she doesn't think there'll be many other girls in the school who are that into the idea. So she decides to you know, infiltrate the boys' club, and she does it with such cleverness and, you know, secrecy, and she's very, very inventive ways of trying to get her way into this club, so that eventually they'll realise how clever she is and how worthy she is of being part of the club and being someone worth knowing. It's definitely a great feminist book, and the ending may surprise you or it may not surprise you. The ending is very open, and I like that she's left it an open ending because it leaves it open for sequels. I mean, it's been a very long time since this book was published. When was it published? It was published in 2008, so it's probably not going to happen. It's probably not going to be a sequel, but it leaves it open. I'd love to see if the author ever decides to write maybe an adult book about Frankie, to see whatever happens to her as she grows up. And I really hope that this becomes an adaptation. I think this could be a brilliant Netflix series for teens or for young adults. I love this book. As you can see, my copy is completely destroyed from how many times I read it in the 12 years since I've had it. So that is the review for today. The Disreputable History of Frankie-Landau Banks by E. Lockhart. I'll probably do more E. Lockhart book reviews now that I can review any book I like. So it will be probably seeing more E. Lockhart, more Maggie Steve Otter, more of my favourite authors, because I just want everyone to read those books. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know if you'd be interested in reading that book, and I hope to be back for some more reviews soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.